6 things what smart people do unconsciously. When you think of highly intelligent people, a specific type of personality probably comes to mind. Maybe it's someone who knows facts about everything, or can solve complex mathematical equations with ease. But the truth is, intelligence is so much more than that. Intelligence consists of many different facets, such as intellectual, social, and emotional. Intelligent people tend to be flexible in their thinking, can adapt to changes, manage their emotions, and think before they act. And let's find out 6 things smart people do unconsciously. 1. Taking shortcuts. Time and effort are required for the best results in life. Sure, we writers enjoy telling stories of people who become billionaires overnight, but that's because people enjoy reading about uncommon events. To make great things happen, most successful people put in thousands of hours over many years. Shortcuts merely delay the inevitable and create early failure. Attention to detail, or just paying attention in general, is one of the most important components in achieving success. When it comes to being a clever business owner, most people believe that if you have a good product, you will be successful. The rationale isn't perfect, because even if you can provide a superior product at a lower price than your competitors, you're still a long way from a profitable firm. Credibility is a must for a successful selling time, so you'll need a strong marketing strategy. This entails aiming for omnipresence and a professional demeanor, which leads us to the most effective vehicle for expanding brand awareness, your website. 2. Allowing ego and emotions to obstruct progress. This is an enthusiastically charged environment. Everyone has an opinion on everything, especially when it concerns them. People who are sincerely committed to success don't let anger, whining, or resentment stand in the way of their goals, regardless of who they belong to. Emotion wastes energy, and ego is a source of distraction. They keep their egos in their wallets and concentrate on their work. Someone is not automatically inept if they lack expertise in a certain sector or the essential skills to complete a task. Smart people can overcome these challenges by devising strategies to compensate for their flaws. Getting the most out of your electronics might help you in a variety of situations. Smartphones and tablets, of course, have internet access and Google. All you need to know is how to use these browsers effectively. Almost anything you want to know can be found online in the form of a recorded or written tutorial, so as long as you have access to the internet, you will be able to solve complex difficulties. 3. Attempting to do everything yourself. Unless you're Taylor Swift, you probably don't have all you need to succeed on your own, and even she didn't achieve it without a lot of help. The most successful companies purposefully hire elite people in order to assemble a winning team. It's impossible to finish making errors. Something goes wrong sooner or later, and unaccounted for variable surfaces, wreaking havoc on our carefully prepared plans. You can't always have everything within your control, and we don't always have the knowledge required to see things from all sides. Mistakes exist to remind us of our weaknesses and to force us to reduce their impact on our lives. If we permit them to, mistakes can teach us much about ourselves and our lives. Learning from your mistakes entails identifying what can be salvaged from a bad situation, identifying what went wrong, and devising a strategy to avoid it in the future. Smart people use this information to improve themselves and make changes in the areas where they have control. Arrogant persons look for reasons to justify their actions and choose to believe in their own judgment without question. This type of behavior not only jeopardizes your future achievement, but it also alienates your supporters and allies. 4. Doing it quickly instead of doing it right. Being productive and crossing items off your to-do list are essential. However, many people harm themselves by putting quality above quantity. The more success you want to accomplish, the more complications you'll have to deal with. It's far more difficult to run a 500-person firm than it is to run a 50-person one. Accept the challenge and recognize that the best things will want more thinking and care in order to achieve perfection. 5. Holding back. Successful people do not exhibit timidity. You have an opportunity to seize it. You have to say unpleasant things to get them to do what you want. There are a million reasons to act, but only a few reasons to ignore opportunities. Step forth and say or do something about it if you know what you want. The past cannot be obliterated, and it never returns to haunt us. We must learn to deal with it and not let it prevent us from achieving our goals in the future. Close those doors and let it go if there is nothing valuable to be gained from the previous experience. People prefer to exploit their past experiences to excuse their mistakes or behavior. Perhaps we use these justifications to garner sympathy from others or to make it easier for ourselves to forgive. 6. Skipping the homework. To encourage mediocrity, there are easy answers. Only a select few conduct sufficient study in order to outsmart the competition and the market. This necessitates constant observation, analysis, learning, and adjustment. You may believe you are smart enough to outsmart most people, but there are plenty of people who will work hard to take you down. Nobody is going to hand you success. You must work hard for it. I was never handed a position I wasn't already executing, one of my former employees put it best. This world is entirely up to you. You get what you deserve if you let someone else decide. Take the time to consider your ideal future. Begin here. Then go ahead and make it happen. Conclusion. People who are extremely educated and motivated tend to be high achievers. For fear of losing their smart tag in front of their peer group, that motivation might become constrained. According to programmer Pankaj Kumar, this results in not opening up or attempting something new that they know they aren't naturally strong at. People who have achieved success because of their brains are prone to becoming lethargic. These clever people fail to utilize their intrinsic talents, and they eventually fall behind others who, while initially less skilled, weren't as focused on being smart and instead spent more time practicing. Semel adds. Thanks for watching till the end.